Welcome to Chart Detective, where we let the charts speak for themselves. In today's presentation, we'll be reviewing the Range Nuclear Renaissance ETF, which is a brand new ETF which has been performing well since its inception on January 24th, 2024. The reason for that is because it has some of the best performing nuclear stocks in its holding. So this is a ticker symbol for the ETF, NUKZ. And as of February 19, 2025, these are the top holdings that it has. Number one, Oklo, which we are quite familiar with because we have done at least 3 reviews for this stock, and it's holding 16.02% of Oklo stocks. So Oklo makes up about 16% of that ETF. With number 3, Cameco. We have reviewed Cameco. Cameco make up about 7.78% of this ETF. But Cameco has been doing poorly so far this year. So we'll be looking at number 4, Centrus Energy, ticker symbol LEU, which we have reviewed a couple weeks ago. So Centrus make up about 5.85% of that ETF. And lastly, we see Nuscale Power Corporation, ticker symbol SMR, makes up about 4.81% of that ETF. So, except for Cameco, the top holding of this ETF have been performing well so far this year. So let's take a look at this ETF to see how is it doing so far. This ETF started trading in January of 2024, and since then, right, if you look at the chart all the way to December 2024, right, it has been going up. As of last year, it went up by about 60%. Right, it has done a lot better than most other uranium company or ETF. And so far this year, the performance has not been that bad. Initially, ETF was up by about 26%, and we see this candlestick, this spinning top formation, and right after that, what do we see? Price gap down, so that was an all-time high at this level, at around $52.10. And after that, price gap down because of the DeepSeek scare. Right there. And the ETF on that day was down by as much as 12%. That was quite high for that day. But one thing we can see is that it respected support at that level. As you can see, the support line is respected, and the ETF did not go any further down from that level. And on the next day, we see formation of a dragonfly doji, which is a bullish doji formation. And as we can see, the price moved forward from that day onward until there, where we have the spinning top formation. Not only that, we have a resistance line, a double top. So we had a strong resistance because we have a spinning top, we have a double top, and price could not breach above that level to make an all-time high. It ranged from there. The last 3 days of trading, we see the formation of these 3 candles, which are 3 black holes, very bearish formation. Not only that, these are Morobozu open. the opening price was the highest for each of those days. We can know that by seeing that none of these candles have any wick or shadow. However, for the month of February so far, the ETF is up by roughly 10%. Now let's take a look at the chart so that we can check to see what may happen in the next few days or weeks. So as of Friday, the closing price was $45.25, which was as a support that was respected, but we think the bearish sentiment is very strong. Price may dip a little bit lower from there to about $44, where we have new support. And if the bears are too strong, we think price may go down as low as 41.50. But it's unlikely that this would happen, but it's a possibility. So if we're buying, we would buy some at this level right there and then buy another level at 41.50 again. But we don't think this will happen. We think from there, price may move a little bit higher, where we would meet resistance. This resistance was a previous support. Since it was broken, now it becomes resistance. Not only that, we have another resistance at the gap lower, where the price had gap down. There is another resistance right there. And we think the bear will step in and bring the price lower. And then from there, the bulls will step in and move the price higher again to its previous all-time high, where we have resistance. Unless price can break above and close above this level as well, we don't think the ETF will move any higher than that. But the expectation is that it will break that resistance, close above it, and then move all the way up to about $57.50. Thank you for watching. If you found this presentation to be useful, please remember to like, subscribe, and share.